What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Underground Runaround. I'm your host, Brad Ross. This is episode 37. I am back with my friends Keith, Francio, Pav Daddy, and we have a super special guest tonight who's just staring at us like, just staring. There we go. There we go. It's my man, Pete Favario from Bargain Box Breaks. Pete, how the hell are you doing, man?
What's going on, man? Doing good, doing good.
Appreciate
Ready
you
to talk
joining.
about some sports cards and stuff.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you joining us tonight. And Pete's the OG. So Pete doesn't know this. I mean, Pete knows this. But I basically started breaking because of Pete. So without Pete, there's no me. Without me, there's no podcast. So anybody who watches the show, just hang out with us. Just listen to it. So if you like me, you're probably going to like the conversation that Pete and I have tonight. So fuck yeah.
So that's where
Don't
you
make me
poached all
blush.
your first
Don't make
customer.
me blush, man.
No, dude, don't blush because there's I can't help you after that. Just saying, Pete, I used to spend a lot of money with Pete. I still do from time to time. I don't break nearly as much as I used to. But one day I cheated on Pete, so to speak. I went and broke in another room with another guy, and I had my forehead in my hand the whole time while I'm listening and watching to this fucking shit show take place. And I'm like, I'm not doing that again. So then I kept breaking with Pete obviously the whole time, and then I go and I buy into like a 10 case break on eBay or something. No, it wasn't 10 cases, it was something else. And then I get to the video, and the guy has I'm not trying to talk a lot of shit, but I'm just saying the guy's thumbs should have never been on camera. I mean, I'm nobody to judge anybody, but these things looked like they were straight out of a fucking horror film. So, like, oh boy. So two out of the first three breakers I even experiment with as an adult in the hobby are just dog shit. Just terrible. Like, Pete's cool. I like how Pete doesn't do it like everyone else that I see. You know, Pete's evolved since then. I've done the same in terms of the camera presentation and things like that. But you never had to worry about it. So, like, the way Pete did things, you didn't have to. You trusted Pete that he wasn't gonna fuck you over, and he's still here. Pete, how long you been breaking, dude?
Dude, I've been in business since 2012. I was one of the first ones. Just to tell you how I got into it, I was on eBay one day. I'm a big Marlins fan, as you guys can see in the back, which is a terrible team to follow. But
that's how we know you're a real fan.
Yeah. I bought in on eBay. I hit like 5 autographs. Well, first I saw something that said box break. I was like, what the hell's a box break? So I bought into it, got like 5 autographs. They shipped out to me. I didn't think I was ever going to get the cards. And I don't know, man. I just said, hey, let me try this. And first 2 years, I didn't make any money. I bought into all my shit. And I filled all my shit. I think I, sold 4 spots and bought 26 of them. But then like 2 years probably later, I just turned it into a business and kept going, man. So
yeah, and back then, explain how hard was it to even sell a spot way back then? I mean, people have no idea at all how different it was back then.
Yeah, you didn't have the volume of people back then. That's
right.
The thing. Back then, there was maybe 20 breakers total, and we all broke on Breakers TV. And everyone's talking shit on everybody. I had Leighton Sports Cards one time telling me that I would never make it, and because I break out of my bedroom and all this shit.
Sure.
You know what? Me, we're not the biggest breakers, but we do good for ourselves, and that's all that matters, man. I have a lot of family time. I got 2 kids. I don't need to be 7 days a week, just 24 hours a day. You know what I mean?
I agree with it 100%. 100%. That's fantastic. Yep. I mean, you get so much fucking freedom doing this. Like, yeah, you have to work and you got to hustle your ass off. Like, Pete is going to only be with us a short time because he's got to get back to work. He's got to do his thing. And we got a release day tomorrow, and Pete's got to stay on top of that shit. So,
yes, sir.
But you do get some perks of the job. You get to spend a lot of time with the family. You can basically tailor your schedule around theirs, which is something not a lot of parents or adults get to do, period. You're an adult, you're working a normal job for somebody else. You got to work 9 to 5, if you're a full-time dude. If you're a normal person around where I'm from, you're working 10 to 16 hours a day. Any men in my area, you're working in the steel mills and you're fucking going to work and you're working.
Yeah.
And if your kid's got a soccer game, tough shit. You're missing it because you got to be at work. So
See, our wives don't realize that though. That's the thing. Our wives don't realize this shit.
Here we go. This is a confrontational show. I like it. Here we go.
Because what happens is, this is what happens. I did have 2 guys working for me that both went on to, other jobs. So I got to do all the work now. Well, she doesn't think I need to be in here every day. Well, I kind of do. If I'm repping 3 or 4 cases a day,
yes,
I gotta sort the shit. So they don't realize, like, they think, oh, baseball cards, it shouldn't take you that long to package up the cards and sort them and blah, blah, blah. And honestly, it's the only thing we fight over is how long it should take.
Right. Yeah.
So I had her mom come yesterday and sort, and her mom goes, how long should this take me, Pete? I said, I would say probably an hour. It took her 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm paying her double.
Paying her by the job. So this just turned into contractual work.
Yeah, and then the first card I looked at in the box, it was a Jose Altuve with the Angels. I said, Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yes.
You can't find good help anywhere.
No, not at all.
You're a full-time breaker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pete's big time, dude.
What'd you do before you broke?
Nothing.
Well, I used to work full-time for my dad. He owns a construction business. So I did scaffolding and all that shit. And I was trying to be a state cop. Thank God I didn't become a state police officer because I would have never made it in that profession. But yeah, man, I probably 5 years ago I said I'm going to do it full time, and it's been good since. So
yeah, you've been full time. I don't know. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm trying to think of the first
like 5 or 6 years.
The first break I ever bought in. The first ever break I ever bought into was with you. But I think it was like 15 or 16, maybe. It was Strata, maybe. I think it might have been Strata Baseball for some reason. So I remember...
Was it through eBay?
Yeah, it was definitely on eBay.
Yeah.
And then I got Cubs hits, but not the ones I wanted.
Yeah.
Then I just...
Well, dude, eBay was the way to grab customers back then. I mean,
absolutely. I still use eBay now. I mean, we actually... So I saw you were... We can actually talk about this a little bit. I saw you were... you had made mention in your room... For anyone listening, watching, I will put links to Pete where you can find Pete. I think Pete's a good dude. I fully endorse Pete. He's only on Facebook, right? You're only on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah.
You have an Instagram, but you're not, you're not selling and shit from there. So
tried. It's impossible.
Right. Yep.
I don't know how they do it.
So anyway, Pete, I'll put links to Pete so you can find him. But I saw Pete had made a post a while back about maybe having someone else, and not yourself, but someone else do grading for your group.
Yeah.
We sort of went that route. I got I became an authorized dealer for CSG because I heard Fanatics had bought them in a roundabout way. So I tried to position myself there. And excuse me. I did it, but dude, grading for other people is a pain in the ass. I would highly suggest you do not do it yourself, especially after, and I only bring this up because of what you just told me about how you don't have Joey and the other guy working for you anymore. Yeah. So you don't have any time now, as it is. Grading takes so much more time than I ever estimated in terms of I would have 10 to 20 people send me anywhere from 10 to 100 cards. And some of them would send them exactly how I asked with the proper paperwork and just telling me what they are. Some people were sending me 1987 fucking Michael Jordan Fleer, I don't even know what the hell this is, kind of card. And then to even enter it into the paperwork.
Yellow top loader.
Yeah, in a yellow top loader. And then you have to enter that information in perfectly as to what the card is, or your slab's going to be wrong or whatever. So, oh my God, it took so much time. It was mad. Like it pissed me off. And everyone.
So now you were.
Go ahead. Talk.
Go ahead. So you were sending. So basically, what I was going to do, I have a customer of mine that reached out to me. He has an account with PSA.
Yep.
And he's ranked with PSA or whatever. I think like top 40 grading companies or whatever. I don't know. I don't know which or account with PSA. And he said, what you could do is use my account and basically use my rates, and whatever people pull in your breaks, you could grade them for them if they want that. So that's what I was thinking, just using cards that I pull personally, not really get into the send me 100 card. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that kind of volume. I just want to do it as like a benefit to the people that buy into the breaks.
100%. Sorry, I just killed a spider, by the way. That just happened.
Oh, nice.
Live.
You almost died.
Yeah, absolutely. It's dark in here. I don't know what kind of spider that was. It was anyway. But yeah, I would really suggest doing something like that. And what I was going to say is, I transitioned away from grading straight into doing consignment auctions, and I absolutely love it. I actually, even Pav just sent me some stuff, and I picked up a good number of clients. And with the volume of breaks you do, Pete, I don't know how active you are on eBay anymore, but like, I've went from no activity on eBay to, I mean, I have one guy helping me, and we're just blowing eBay up with auctions. And it's been fun, but I mean, there's a little more like paperwork involved with it, just because it's other people's property. But it's not so bad. I just like it more than grading. But it's just like you said, it's another service you can offer your people. So
yeah.
So
it's a lot of work.
Yep. But I mean, if you don't do it, somebody else is. So
yeah, it's true.
It just depends on what how whatever you want to do, you can do it or you cannot do it. But I
just feel like people on eBay are a nightmare, dude.
They are, to an extent. They've made eBay's made a lot of changes, and we talked about this before on a few episodes ago. There's like a way you can block people who have non-payment strikes on their account, and it cuts down on it just so much. I think maybe we've sold over 500 items this month just in the last 3 weeks, and I would say less than 10% went unpaid. I mean, it's not that bad.
That's good.
So I have,
but it does happen, no doubt about it. It happens, but
yeah, I do it a little bit different than Brad. Like, I do all buy it now with best offer, but then I do. I've found that like the people that buy it through the buy it now and best offer seem to be a lot better about paying. Like, I have two cards right now that weren't paid for, and they were both cards I put at auction for somebody else. But like all my buy it now best offer stuff, it's all people buy the shit and then pay for it.
Well, a lot of that buy it now is like require instant payment. Or whatever,
you can require
fantastic.
Instant payment.
Hell yeah. You want to buy it, pay up, Holmes. Let's go. That's 100% why I took my business to a website. Pete still sells in group like a OG. I got so sick and tired of fuckheads like Joe Bauer not paying their goddamn bill.
Oh God!
I got that dude blocked on every platform under the sun. He still owes me money. So
yeah,
I got so
he owes me $800.
You hear that? Pay up your money.
And then his little bratty ass son.
You treat people nicely. You give them the benefit of the doubt, and they fuck you every time. So I finally got sick and tired of doing that, and I'm on a website now. If you want to be in my break, you got to pay up before you can even have your spot. Before I even pull the inventory, that shit is paid for. So
yeah,
I'm a lot slower because of it. I've done a few business decisions that have hurt in terms of like accessibility to the customers, but it's for my own mental fucking health. So
yeah.
So
I mean, that's the worst part about doing Facebook. I've got to do one time a week. I got to do inventory where I go through each post, see who paid, who didn't pay. If it's somebody that's a new customer or whatever, I'll reach out to them before the break, make sure they pay for the break. But
right,
my main guys, I usually allow them to pay once a week or whatever. Which I don't mind that, as long as they pay on time. I mean,
you don't have a ton of issues with that, but I love when you call people out. I'm like, oh, I know what this is. I hate that I see it, but it's like, don't fucking take that shit from anybody.
You got one about to get called out. You heard his name too before.
Someone coming up.
I won't say his name, but no. I'm gonna be bashing him here soon.
All right. Well, I'll be eagerly awaiting that. that
The only
post.
thing I don't like a lot
Unfortunately.
about
Go ahead.
Facebook is
Yeah, Pav.
everybody always wants to be like price police, right? Especially on like rare shit that, hey, it's not a Juan Soto PSA 10 2018 update card where there's a shit ton selling every day, the established market, right? So like Brad's seen cards. I had this Otani, the Gold Mint Stadium Club,
Nice case
and
set.
it was a PSA 10. And like
Yeah.
I put it on Facebook for like $150, man. And I ended up like nobody bought it. Nobody was even interested. I ended up selling it on eBay for like $600. I had it up as a buy it now with the best offer, and somebody bought it for the buy it now price.
That's just any broke dick motherfucker on social media. And I hate to say that, but it's just the negative people that live in their little fucking negative land, and they see something nice, but you say that it's $150, but in their world, $150 to them is way more than we assume it is. So then they just get all high and mighty and talk about how nothing's worth that much money, and it's like, hey friend, in reality it's worth 600 or whatever you said it to. You, sure, it's not worth 150, but you don't need to fucking open your mouth about it. Just shut up.
Yeah, I just hate the people that got to comment about everything, man. If you don't like it, just move on.
Feel like you
don't
want
like
to be heard.
the at everyone tag on Facebook, just move the fuck on.
I love the at everyone tag.
God,
I love it,
man. It's like,
I love it.
I can't
I
believe
understand it's
people
annoying.
complain so much.
It doesn't even work all the time. So who cares?
No, my shit don't even pop up half the time. I don't know why.
I've only had it work twice, and one of the times it was 46 hours after I used it, because that was the first time it ever worked, and I had like 3 breaks listed when I used the tag. I made a nice post. I did this whole fucking speech about, hey, listen, this is a fucking business group. I don't even like allow buy sell trade. I run my group very much like yours, where not a lot of other people post in it, and this is it. I got 3 breaks to fill. This is what's up. By the time that tag hit, I had already filled those breaks. So by the time these people got notified, there was nothing for them to even look at. I wasted all their time, but it wasn't my fault. It took 46 fucking hours. I looked when I got the post, because it was a shitstorm all at once. Hundreds of people leaving the group.
Oh, I bet.
People commenting, all of this stuff. And it was
I bet.
Like, it was like 5 in the afternoon, 2 days later. Like, oh no.
But speaking of Facebook, I feel like Facebook's on the decline, man. Like,
it sucks, dude. It sucks.
A lot of people aren't seeing posts. I feel like I'm tagging more people now.
Oh, yeah.
And the new wave of people are all on Instagram, but I just can't figure it out. I tried I'll hashtag for days.
You got a hashtag for sure. Don't stop that. It sucks, but don't stop.
I get 4 likes.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
I don't know what the hell to do on there. I don't know if I'm old and,
You are. It's cool. Me too. It's all right, though. Listen, dude, I'm on fucking TikTok, Pete. I'm on fucking TikTok.
I'm on TikTok too, baby, but not bargain box break. Just myself.
Oh, yeah, the 76ers, baby. Yeah, the Jumbotron. Tell us about that, dude. Pete's a fucking super fan. Sixers super fan.
Well, I had to cancel my season tickets because I had a second kid. So my wife told me I wasn't allowed to do that anymore. But it's probably a good idea because I was getting blacked out drunk, and it was bad. It was bad. 3 times a week.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but you were having a hell of a time, though, weren't you?
Oh, dude, I was having a blast. Everyone in there knew who I was.
Yeah.
Literally, I would walk into the bar. The bartender had my drink ready with my friend's drink ready, 2 double Captain and Cokes. And literally people are coming up to me, man, you're the guy on the screen. I got girls coming up to me. My wife's in the other room, so I won't say it.
Right.
But it was nice. It was nice. So, but yeah, it's all over. But honestly, I lost money, man. I lost so much money of season tickets. It was ridiculous. I think my seats were good. I was paying $200 a ticket for the season or whatever per seat. And Magic, Pacers, those shit games, you're not getting $80 for your ticket. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a waste.
Yeah, whenever I travel, that's the first thing I always do. When I get into the town, I always like see whatever season it is, like who's in town and how much are the tickets. It's like I went I went to a Celtics game. The night I flew into Boston, they were playing the Warriors. The cheapest ticket was like fucking $200. And then
Oh wow.
Monday, I flew out Monday night. Or no, I flew out Tuesday morning, and Monday night the game was like the Pacers, and it was like dirt cheap. I got great seats for like $75, like on almost on the floor. And
yeah, you wouldn't get that in a Warriors game.
Right.
Warriors games are expensive.
Yeah, that fucking
usually.
that Chris Costa was there at that Warriors game that night when I flew in.
Oh, I bet.
I asked him because like that guy just blew up out of nowhere too. Like,
yeah. Well, he so you didn't go to the card convention this year, right?
no, I didn't.
So we all went, and one of his partners, Tim Bonito, who runs the DJs and stuff at the nightclubs in Boston, was running the DJs at the club in our hotel in Atlantic City. So he hooked it up, man. He gave us VIP, the whole nine. We were sitting there with DJ Ski, him and his girl. Everyone's coming up to us thinking we're something special. I told him I was an F1 racer. My name was Max. One girl was like, "What is F1?" I was like, "Don't worry about it. It's dangerous, honey." But yeah, it was. Dude, it was
oh my
a blast,
gosh, that's
man.
hilarious. But no, he's always been a super nice guy. So like I infrequently just reach out to him because he had reached out to me when he started in the business, and I blinked, and the next thing you know, this guy's a fucking superstar. Like
Well, he's got a lot of people around him, man.
Sure.
A lot of clout.
Yeah. So good for him, though. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Can't
shit
knock
talk the guy, right? Right.
Nah, Chris is a great guy, man. They're all good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I met a whole bunch of them fucking East Coast guys there. What 2020 seemed like those Aldos.
They got the same accent as you guys, kind of.
Huh.
Boston and Chicago.
Yeah.
Somewhat similar.
We like sausage. Oh man, so Pete, dude, you don't have too much more time with us tonight. And you're welcome back anytime, by the way, if you ever want to say something.
You're good. I got a little time.
But what do you think about Topps Chrome this year? How they fucked that up?
It's fraud, man. Honestly, it's fraud. I mean, that's bullshit. You advertise something and not put it in. I mean, and then you know we're going to get screwed with these silver packs
I know.
because our distributor's already greedy as hell anyway. So they're going to say, "Oh yeah, we're going to give you one silver pack per case," and they're probably getting 5 per case and selling them things on the side.
Yeah,
that's just the scummy shit they do. But
yeah,
man. And then Topps Chrome in general is just straight garbage, dude.
I mean, it's always been that way though. And we said this last week on the show before it even came out. I'm like, listen, and I turned around and sold the shit on Friday. You know, I'm like, I'm not.
But
gonna
I
say
still love it.
Right.
I still love it though.
We know what it is though. That's the thing. Once you know what the product is, like you understand that your fucking odds to get anything are terrible. Like when you understand that, but when you know that there's absolute monsters hiding in there too, makes it all worthwhile, you know? So it's literally like I don't understand how baseball people get pissed off. Like even when this was like sitting at $800 a jumbo box, like on pre-sale, like you're mad about $800 on pre-sale when the fucking Superfractor J-Rod card's gonna go for $100,000 or $200,000 or more. What's a box of fucking Prism football cost? Like what are you bitching about? Like I'm not saying it's right, but the price was never absurd. Like Select Football this year was the worst. That was as bad as I've seen it. It's so bad.
Terrible.
I ripped half a case open at that distributor's rebuy number because I couldn't sell it. And it's fucking the worst shit I've ever opened in my life.
Well, I think the worst sport to open right now is basketball because nobody wants last year's rookie class. And we're still doing last year's rookie class, every product. And I'm sitting on, I bought some Optic at their shit price. I mean, they want $650 and blowout and everything's lower than that. Like, how are you going to ask over retail? But, you buy in hoping you get more product, but you never do.
That's a story of my life. It's a story of my life. Today I was told I'm trying to take care of you. I said, no, I'm trying. I'm like, I didn't even ask. That was just a text that had come through, and I was like, you know, all right. I've heard that before. Yeah.
Well, you know who you need to get on here. Do you know Justin Mamorelli?
No, I mean I know him through you, so
Yeah, well, he bitches nonstop to Sean.
yeah.
Dude, who do you use over at Peach State?
Pete.
Oh, okay. So I use Sean. Well,
And I like Pete. I've had pizza with him at the National last year. I don't mind the guy. He's a nice guy. So
Sean's cool dude too. Sean took me out to lunch first day. We got
yeah.
to AC, and then we did the whole dinner. They had like a dinner for all the customers and stuff. And the one Jared Blez came in his little like.
Is that the dude that took his shirt off?
I'm not sure, but he walked in like his shit didn't stink. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Everybody's like, look, it's Blez. It's Blez. Honestly,
there was a lot of that.
What'd you say, Keith?
There was a lot of that at the National.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he like famous? Like, is he? I don't know. I don't
Well,
understand.
he's a famous poker player.
Oh.
So he's been on, but he owns Blez.
Right. I know the brand. I've bought cases.
They are big, but their videos are terrible though.
I've never watched them. I've just bought product from them.
Look at them on Instagram, dude. Their microphone sounds like shit. I mean, they're decent guys. I talked to the one guy, but I don't know. They're just. I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not gonna sit here and I don't want to talk on shit on anybody, but
yeah. I want everybody to be happy. You know what I mean? Everybody's happy. No. Yeah, we're not trying to shit on anybody here. But Topps Chrome though, man, it's fucking brutal. How are you gonna do what you did? And then how is the fix what the fix is? This whole silver pack thing, and just exactly what you said. There's no guarantee that anyone's gonna get what they're supposed to get.
Well, now you know what? I think the distributors knew that those cards were forgotten because they were hard on us. I don't know if he messaged you, but he messaged me. Hey man, I got a bunch of cases in the day before it released, and I ordered 10 cases, and then find out fucking cards aren't even in there. So hopefully the price doesn't drop though. I mean the price.
It's tanked, dude. It's tanked.
Really?
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't think I got that text. That's the other game they play. Not everybody gets the same text.
No.
I got a message today, and then later an email went out after that. I'm like, oh cool, I got the text. You know, finally.
Yeah.
You think this will get better or worse after Fanatics takes it over?
It's not going to get any better.
I mean, if they actually do cut out distributors like GTS and everything.
Well, GTS is done. We know.
Right. I mean, their objective is to cut all of those. Why would they want the middleman like that?
Why hasn't Peach State been dropped by Topps yet?
I don't know, but what I had heard. See, this is all juicy shit. This is interesting stuff people probably want to hear. I don't know. I don't have a reason why they haven't, but I always ask. I'm like, you guys get cut out yet? You guys get cut out yet?
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting any more products. So did you guys get cut out yet? Like today, did they offer you a museum at all today, Pete?
Yeah, the other day, yes. At like what, $365 or something?
Yeah. So, I got that off. So see, I got that offer today.
Yeah.
And what did I
got
say?
offered that. It's $370 on Blowout.
Yeah, I said what are you guys doing getting the shit that Topps can't sell on their website? Because it's $3.99 on Topps' website right now. Like, it's in stock available. You know what I mean? He's like, nope. He's like, this is just the rebuy or whatever. He's like, whatever they're giving us. Like, all right.
Yeah, bullshit. But yeah, my opinion about the Fanatics thing is, I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to it, but I think it's going to be more of a hustle for us to get our own product. And I just hope it's not like Panini's website where you're going to need a bot and all that shit to get product, because that's what's happening. Either they have bots or these guys are getting backdoored fucking cases like crazy.
Right.
So, I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen, but I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a way to make money in the hobby doing something.
Yep. Bingo. That's it. That is it right there. I agree 100%. I don't know what's going to happen. But eventually it's just going to cycle back to, even if Fanatics cuts out all the distribution, it will get to a point in time again where they have too much product that they can't sell.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
For
hey,
sure.
we know people that like product. Like, hand it
Well,
over.
I hope they do. I heard they're doing some kind of like breaker account or something.
I've heard the rumor too. So here's what I know. I have a memorabilia account with Fanatics. Pete, you got one of those?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, so it means nothing. But I did have to like fill out a account like you would for a distributor and send them your tax paperwork and all that stuff. And they approved me, so now I get like little in stock lists of like Fanatics legit memorabilia that I can buy from them. One time they did send me things about cards, but it was only soccer cards and something else. And it says, we're not allowed to sell cards. This is like the one time exception. And it was just shitty soccer cards. Like, I don't want that. But the Fanatics thing there, and then did you ever do a survey, Pete? Did you ever do the Fanatics survey?
No.
So they had like a public survey, and I filled that out. And it was from Topps. Topps did it. And then they emailed me a survey, and I filled that out. And they asked like revenue, all kind of shit. And I never heard anything after that. But I have heard that there's going to be a breaker program. Did you get? So let me ask you this: did you get any diamond icons this year?
Not one. I had to buy my own on Topps website.
Okay, so that helps my my rumorings that Diamond Icons was distributed 90% directly to their selected breakers, and the other 10% or so was sold on their website. That's how I heard that product got shelled out. So there's already a top secret super society of new breakers we don't know about. So whoever was breaking Diamond Icons on release day are the chosen ones.
Yeah.
And
there's probably a lot of guys that have storefronts too.
Then the other thing I would imagine is before the new year, I think they have to make an announcement of some sort, especially with them cutting out GTS, because you did hear that, right?
Yeah.
So GTS is the biggest one. I don't know if they get the most baseball, but Magazine Exchange already got cut. Did Southern Hobby get cut too? Is that true?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So
I don't buy through them, but
me either. That's what they never. Even back in like 2017 when I tried to start the business, they didn't give me an account then. Like they never They never responded to me, and then by the time they responded to me, it was like 2020, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have any accounts."
I tried with them. They gave me one box of something. I said, I'm done. Screw that. What's one box going to do?
Right. So if they're not right, that pretty much leaves Peach and like Gold River. I don't know if they're getting anything anymore. I never got an account with them. They were filled up by the time I started too.
Yeah.
Then you hear about
these.
these.
Think about. Good.
You hear then like I've had these encounters where these companies have been like, "Hey, we don't have any accounts," and then you hear from people who started business after you and they got accounts with those companies. It's like, how the fuck did you do that? Like, but anyway, go ahead.
The mighty dollar.
Yeah.
Look at Backyard Breaks. They buy from Peach State.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they got it going on. Those fucking.
You know what? I don't like them guys. They're but you can't knock them. They're doing volume, man.
Oh yeah, you can knock them 100%. 100%, I'll knock the fuck out of them. But yeah, I mean they got it going on. Why would it, unless they're putting box cutters to people's throats like the fucking Platinum idiot? Why would it matter?
Yeah.
Why would it matter what they do on camera as long as they're selling product?
Yeah. Well, I met them at the Nationals too, and he's throwing up graded cards in the air.
Yeah.
Dude, he was straight douchebag. My wife just came into the office. You're on the podcast, honey.
Welcome to the Underground Runaround. I'm your host, Brad Ross.
Can you hear them? She can't hear you because the headphones on.
Oh, that's funny.
They had fanboys.
Put my
over
kids
there.
to bed, honey.
So how many people were gathered around that booth over there? It was insane.
Oh, dude, a ton of people. They're all. It was ridiculous. But yeah, he was high as a kite. He's throwing up cards. I'm like, look at this douchebag, man.
Yeah, nobody cares as long as they're pushing product. I mean, if you look at some of the top people in the industry, they all look like, some of them look like they just, stay up for a long time, all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever.
They
Whatever.
put work in, though, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sure, work. All right. But
so
no, go ahead.
What's your opinion on Whatnot? Have you tried that?
Oh, Pete.
You're gonna get him going.
Pete, my boy. I have an
I got my
11-minute
opinion too, but
I have an 11-minute live video I'll send you if you ever want to hear my opinion of Whatnot. Someone asked me on the show about, I don't know, I forget what episode it was from. It was a few months ago. Someone asked me, our news guy who's not here, I spoke 11 or 12 minutes straight about everything I felt about Whatnot. One take live, clipped it out that day. So I did do Whatnot. I did it last fall in October, maybe. I did 3 shows. Each show, I did over $1,000 of business. I only got 2 people I didn't know spent money. Everyone else was people I brought over to Whatnot. So my last show, I was gonna lose money on like Bowman Sapphire, something super nice that I had for like the cheapest price. And I'm like, listen, I'm not willing to lose money on this platform, period. Like, I'm not doing it. No way.
Yeah.
I'm out. Have a good night. But I went on this fucking 11-minute tirade about the platform and all of it, the good and the bad things. And basically what I said is if Whatnot ever wanted me on their platform again, they would have to pay me.
Yeah, well, I'm probably the people that did follow me on there probably would never buy from me again because my last video on there, I was going off. I was on there for like 3 hours, dude, trying to fill this break. And instead of people trying to fill it, they're coming in, yo, man, what's the next giveaway? What's the next giveaway?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, scat. And then I went off. I said, well, I mean, what? Everyone just want fucking free shit? And I was like, fuck
they
you.
do.
And I was out.
And I was out. So no,
Never been back on.
after my first stream, I got an email from the Whatnot team about how someone had complained that I was trying to solicit business elsewhere, some dumb shit. I'm like, what?
God.
I'm like, because there's like no replay for me to even watch it. But you know what was funny is I was paranoid. So like I'm generally untrustworthy. Like I don't trust anything.
Yeah.
And so the Whatnot stream is on the phone. So here I am on the phone sitting right here where I break. And I got this camera and another camera below me that I don't have out, but I'm also streaming to YouTube, a blank screen.
Okay.
And it's just my sound. So I have my own sound recording from the show because I know I can't record my own screen, but I had this camera on and I had a live stream with a link to the Whatnot on YouTube. So if you saw me live on YouTube, I had a link to send you to Whatnot. So then I'm like, please, could you tell me where I did this? Because I have the recording of the show. And they're like, how do you have the recording of the show? I'm like, because I broadcasted it myself to my own social media platforms last night. Like, so.
And that's another thing. You can't record.
Yeah, they don't save the video. They say they have it in case they would ever need to pull the video up. But yeah, if you're not like live recording another person's screen, because I know them kids can do that on their phones now. Or like say they're watching Whatnot, they can sit there and fucking record it while it's happening. If you're not doing that, yeah, there's no way of getting that video back.
We're too old for it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just, to exactly your point, lots of handout stuff on Whatnot, which is, that is what it is. But why would I, and especially someone like you, why would you bring an all you're doing, like, that's a fucked up business model. All you're doing is pimping for Whatnot. All you did by going to Whatnot is take people over there. You put eyeballs on their product and gave them 8% of your money.
Yeah.
What did Whatnot do for you?
Nothing.
Okay.
They made me sit in an hour tutorial.
Yeah, right.
That's what they did for me.
Yeah, whatnot can, I like the idea of the platform. I do. I like how the things you can do with it, but yeah, you'd have to pay me to even get me to go on there.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was fun.
I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to sit here and try and fucking sell you a break live. I'm sorry. I'm not that asshole. I'm not here to beg anyone to do anything. So like.
But think about this. I guarantee almost every breaker on there is ripping people off because when they do the cards, I have the cards with the logos on them. Okay. Joey came to me one day and said, "Yo, Backyard Breaks, I guarantee are literally putting the card on the bottom, or they have one of their boys in the chat. Probably, they know where the card is. One of their boys are in the chat saying, I want number 4 in the deck, and they get the big teams.
Oh, sure.
That shit, I guarantee that shit happens
100%.
every break.
Why wouldn't it?
Trust that shit.
You can't trust them, period. They have zero integrity. That's my entire issue with them. But they have the hype and shit, and people eat that shit up. So people are just getting fucking raped on like voluntarily. So it's not rape. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. So don't cancel me, YouTube and other people for saying that word, because that's actually not what's happening. They're consenting to sodomy from the Backyard Fakes. So I have no use for those clowns. That was my first ever TikTok. Yeah, so what happened with Platinum? You said they put a knife in someone's neck? Yeah. So whoever breaks for them, for that G guy, right? So
yeah.
Whoever his employee was doing a break, and I don't know what happened. There's a video of it though. You can go watch the video. He like grabs he comes up out of the fucking back room, whatever, grabs the dude. Fucking, I don't use a box cutter. I use a knife like a man. But he grabs the dude, right, and fucking puts the box cutter right to his neck. He's like, "What'd you say?" or something like. He gets like physical with him, and the kid's like, he's a timid dude. So like,
yeah,
this is very tricky to say this. So me personally, this is my own anyway. So whatever. If that happened to me, if someone like put a box cutter to my neck, I might not think it's a big of a deal as the rest of the internet does.
Yeah.
I don't know their relationship. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's right at all, but the internet's going to take that shit to the extreme. You know what I mean?
For sure.
100%. So that's all I'm trying to say. But that kid he seemed like a timid kid. So like, I think he just tried to laugh it off. So it doesn't look good. It's a terrible look. And
so this shit wasn't staged. It was
no. That's the thing. It looks like it's a real thing, but you don't know like if that's how that guy treats that kid all the time. You don't know if that's like an everyday thing with them.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that shit's right, but I don't know. Obviously, he felt comfortable enough to do that he's probably done it before. So that kid needs to fucking. I was like, I wish I made more money. I'd hire the kid. Like, come work for me, dude.
I need him. Come on over, kid.
Yeah, with your little timid ass. Pete needs you. Get over there. Pete pays good too.
I got my mother-in-law here. Get her the hell out.
Oh man, but yeah, it's a wild video. So some media dude who I'm not here to even talk about because he uses I hate this. If you're going to be a journalist or any of that shit and you say my sources and you don't tell me who your sources are, I'm not gonna believe. Like, why should I believe you if you just say my sources? So anyway, this dude said his sources. Lots of sources that Panini and Topps said that they don't sell to Platinum directly, but they also said they can't control who the people they sell their product to sell their product to. So basically, this dude asked Topps and Panini for a statement, allegedly, and both of their statements were that we don't have shit to do with us. We didn't do it. We don't sell to them.
No. Yeah, they'll never admit to that.
Right.
Well, they're getting backdoored somehow. If it's distributors, if it's the main company, there's no way you have 50 cases of National Treasures. There's just no way. And you're not buying it. You're not buying it at a premium price because they don't. They let me get one case, and then they'll say, "Oh, we can give you more cases at this, shitty price," and then you're only allowed to get one case anyway at that price.
Right.
So then they expect you to spend money to get more product, but how can you spend money when you can't get no product?
Yep. I'm right there with you, dude. I've been trying to solve this riddle for years now. My number's been going up. Hey, I got in at the right time to where my numbers year over year have gone up every year while my allocations have just gone down. Like, that's not supposed to work at all. I don't get a case of anything anymore. I get fucking a couple boxes. Like,
Well, if you don't spend $3 million, you won't get a case of Select. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous, man. All right, man. Well, I got to roll.
Yeah, man.
I got to get these breaks listed. I appreciate you having me here tonight.
Anytime,
Nice
ladies
you
and
guys.
gentlemen. Pete Favario, Bargain Box Breaks. Go check him out. He's a good dude. He's not going to rip you off. He's just going to run his mouth and have some fun. So that's what we do.
I hope to do it again, man. Let me know.
Yeah, anytime, Pete.
Yep. See you guys. Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Later.
All right. That was Pete Favario, ladies and gentlemen. Pete's the OG. I like Pete a lot. Straight shooter. Doesn't lie to you. I had asked him business questions when I got started in a business that isn't very friendly to outsiders, and he told me everything I needed to know. So a lot of respect for Pete, but he's got to go work because he fills breaks, you know. You know what I mean? So Pete's got work to do. What's up, guys? What the fuck's going on?
Did you see that journalist that you were just talking about that lists sources had your newsman on his last video?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, Brett Cobb and Sully made the sources guys video just because of his catchphrase, sponsored by Hefty, total trash bags. That was his assessment of Topps Chrome. So Brett Cobb and Sully is doing it.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're back on the charts, by the way, boys. I didn't know if you knew that. I told you guys, but I didn't know till this afternoon. We're back on the Apple charts, so if you're watching on Apple, we appreciate that. We're on your charts now. We haven't been on the charts in a while. It was, it's been quite a while, like this winter. Well, it seems like once the season started, we fell off of them, but we're back. We're back, so...
It's been a rough
back.
baseball season for most fans, unless you're a Yankees fan.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we're right. We're in the mix. We're above podcasts that are sponsored by MLB.com, The Athletic, ESPN. I mean, those Baseball America, MILB. Yeah, we're right there. We're on top of it. All these media outlets, we're above them. MLB.com, SB Nation. Those companies just pump out a ton of podcasts. So we're better than some of their podcasts. So how come ain't nobody talking to us? Oh, wait. We're talking to you guys. What's up, guys? What the fuck is up? Having a good time.
Yeah.
Topps Chrome, we talked about. What do you guys think about it? How they're handling the fix?
I think until they fully get rid of distributors, that I mean, there's no good way to deal with it.
Sure. I mean, there's no perfect solution because they can't. All Topps can do is give those packs to where they gave those boxes to.
Right.
If the chain of command or chain of custody doesn't follow suit, how are they going to be able to even enforce it? So Loop, I know the Loop app, which is similar to Whatnot, said that they had a whole policy in place to try and rectify it up all the way down to the small single pack, single box purchasers, where they were going to leave it up to the individual sellers to make that right as best as possible. So, like I told all my people today, if those packs show up to me, they're yours, 100%. I don't want anything to do with them. They're yours. You paid for them. They're supposed to be in there. So, I made a tweet today too. I mean, they put those silver packs into flagship boxes for a reason. It took years to do it, but they finally did, and it was 2020 maybe, or maybe late 2019. I forget exactly when. But they finally started putting them inside the boxes before they would come loose. So, like, being a breaker, I would get my cases of flagship, and you would get 12 silver packs for either format, because you get 2 for a jumbo box, and there's 6 jumbo boxes in a case, so you get 1 for hobby. So if you had 5 cases coming, you know, you had 60 packs, and they would send you your 5 cases, your 10 cases or whatever, and then they would send you additional boxes of just those loose packs. And if you wanted to, I never did, and you can check my fucking breaks for the hits we pulled from those silver packs, but it was so easy. I could tell you guys, there's videos of me doing it on camera where I grabbed that pack, and without a scale, without a dial caliper, I'm sure you could use a dial caliper. I've never thought about doing it, but
Oh, for sure.
guarantee you,
You can
right?
easily-
Guarantee you a dial caliper more than a scale would tell you everything you need to know about loose packs. But
Yeah.
I would just pick it up live on screen and be like, I think this one has a parallel in it, because the parallels and the autos are on thicker cardstock. And
Yeah.
most of the time I was right. I'm like, if I can do that without any tools, what do you think the people that are actually trying to find the hits are doing? They're getting every single one of them. And then they just sell the rest of the silver packs on eBay loosely. And I remember asking, and that's where I kind of started learning about the dark side of the hobby. So when I first started breaking, I really liked those silver packs. I'd go to the card shop from me, and I would go buy some boxes of flagship, and then the dude he had the whole bin, and I don't know if he ever searched them, and I wouldn't even say he did. I actually pulled a parallel out of one of those packs, and he would just let you pick your packs. You'd buy whatever you buy and be like, here, pick whichever ones you want. Cool. And then I asked, like, my very, very tiny, my first little customer base. They weren't even like customers. It was like my first friend base, because it was just like I broke, like Pete said, just to break even basically for 2 years. I don't think I really made any money. I mean, I did revenue, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue, but I wasn't making any money. And I asked him, I'm like, I'd like to be able to do a break of silver packs. I'm like, I don't know how many, you know, and I was asking people, and they're like, no. They're like, they're probably searched. Like, it's going to be hard to buy promo packs that are legit. And that's when I put it all I'm like, you're probably right. Like, that sucks. So then you'd see other people doing it. I'm like, huh, I wonder if they got anything. Like, you'd go watch 20 silver packs get ripped and not a single parallel in them. I'm like, it can't even make sense. Like, that's the worst odds ever. So once they started actually putting them inside the boxes sealed, I thought that was the smartest thing Topps ever did. So for them to just fucking band-aid this horrific issue, and the issue is horrific because of how the magnitude of the Topps Chrome release. It is the biggest baseball release of the year, I think. I think it's bigger than Bowman, because it gets a retail release, but it gets more people involved that are not just prospectors. Like, it gets baseball fans involved too, but like more casual, but it's more accessible to the casual baseball fan than Bowman is. So Bowman's for the hardcore prospector baseball people and stuff like that. And Topps Chrome is like the product to have, you know, because it gets that retail release. It gets multiple formats, multiple price points. Like, they really do it up. And then this is how they're fixing it with loose packs. I don't know. As long, you know, I don't think you'll be able to search them if it's. I don't know how they're doing these. Is it going to be all? I don't know how it's going to look until I see one of these promo packs. I don't even know. So it's just going to be like 4 regular ass Chrome cards. Like, are they going to put more base cards out into these packs? Like, do they have to print more cards to make these packs? Or are the packs just going to have, like, how the fuck do they do this? That's probably what took them so long to make an announcement. They probably spent all weekend trying to figure out how they implement this fix. And I'm sure they're really trying. I'm sure Friday, after Friday night, when nobody was posting fucking extended base J-Rod cards, Topps probably started shitting their pants. Probably called up the printer people and said, hey, did you put them cards in like we asked? And they're probably like, well, we told George to do it. And then they probably went and told George to quit clicking his fucking mouse. Holy shit. And we muted Pav because his mouse is just on steroids. And the George guy finally answers his phone because it's Sunday now and he's off work. And they said, George, did you put them fucking cards in Topps Chrome? Those 5 rookies? He goes, oh, no, I forgot. That's what happened. I was going to do it, and then I was looking at old Shelly's ass over there, and then I didn't do it. And it's going to be terrible. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't see how this, I don't know.
I sent you a link to the printing document.
Oh, boy. Oh, you have a document, huh?
Dude, it's right on Topps website.
I can't open it.
You can't open it. It's on Topps website if you want to go look there. But it's GC Packaging did it out of Texas.
Yeah,
it looks like they use three different printing companies.
Yeah,
one in Mexico, one in Canada, one in Texas.
Yep, the one in Mexico's only made one product. That was last year's Gypsy Queen. The one in Canada made Heritage Minor League last year.
That Gypsy Queen.
A lot more now, if you look.
No,
the Canada did Heritage this year, and then the Mexico company's doing a lot more printing now.
I haven't seen a single Mexico case this year. Like they got special, they got different cases and all that, different boxes. Even the packs, even the packs they made in Mexico on them.
Let me see.
Oh, look,
Man,
it says
you can't open them. You break your fingers.
Yeah, they're rough. So where's this document at, bro? On the Topps website.
See the link that says CPSIA?
On their homepage?
Yeah, go to the very bottom.
Oh, okay, hang on. Yeah.
Click that. And then from there, go to...
document?
Go to tracking. Yeah, go to the CPSIA documents and then go to tracking.
Yeah.
And then you can hit 2022. So, like the Topps Chrome mega boxes, have those hit the MLB store yet or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so you can see like they those end printing tomorrow. It says manufacture date 9/5 through 9/21. That's the GC packaging. But if you click any of those links there, you can see where they were printed and stuff.
Oh yeah, I see it. All right.
I've never seen that before.
Me either.
How did I miss this shit?
Me
right
too.
on Topps website, dude.
Yeah, how'd you find this?
I have, dude. You know, you get clicking around. clicky.
I get it. There we go. Yeah. Wow, that tells you the date they were printed. Huh?
Yes. Yeah, dude. So you can see Topps
or is that
Chrome
just the
printed,
date that they're packaged?
Maybe packaged, but I don't know. It looks like those.
Now.
Yeah.
I have more questions than answers right now.
It looks like those companies are printing and packaging. They're doing the complete thing.
They got to have like a Topps representative there, right? How do they decide where the autos go? How does any of this work?
I'm sure that Topps sends a QC there.
Right.
But it looks like but like if you start going through, you'll see there's a few of the Mexico place in there. They're doing a few more
pro
things.
Debut. Yeah, imagine that. It's gonna be all the cheap shit's getting made in Mexico. I hate to say that, but I mean,
Topps Gallery.
Am I wrong? Yeah.
Yeah. So they just finished Gallery.
Yeah.
September 15th was the last day of manufacture on that.
Yeah, they're doing pro debut there till the 15th, or they finished pro debut in Mexico.
Opening day, did they do it? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing all the cheap stuff there, and then like you said, Heritage.
Yep. Heritage
Heritage
shipped
was
up
done
to Canada.
Interesting.
Yeah. Funny thing you stumbled on there. I'm finally tax exempt on tops too. Look at that. All making discoveries on all the tops. Tops website's deeper than you think, folks. Now, if only I knew how to have a bot and 27 shipping addresses.
I've even tried the Fanatics. You know they do the product drops?
Yeah, I've never won one.
Never.
I've never won a single Fanatics drop. Ever. I try.
I don't think this is supposed to be like accessible to us, dude.
Are you for real?
Like if you click the Transcendent Party Packs file there, the Excel sheet,
I just brought up the old tab. Yeah.
and it has like the whole fucking description of the card, like cut size, gutter cut 2.5 by 3.5 inch, component thickness 16 point, coding, and like it has like I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
Nice. I'm printing it out.
Weird. Master technology list for Transcendent VIP party packs. Funny.
This is interesting. Why would we not want to know, or like why would they want us to not know that though?
Keith, are you in the Montgomery Club?
No, Brad asked me yesterday.
Yeah, man, that's dude. It was like,
Wait a second. Who the fuck is? Oh, this is what I need to know. Who's Rich Glacken?
yeah, that's what you need to know.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, those are the guys. Those are the guys.
Yeah.
It has these people's. Keith, are you looking at this shit?
Oh man.
No.
It's got the people's name on there. The employee that edited the file last.
Yeah.
This
is primo information. Well, who knows? Who knows if we're supposed to know this stuff? But
I don't know, dude.
I gotta find out who these humans are if they know how I can acquire.
We
products.
only got one live viewer that's watching this shit.
I gotta see if I can get one of these guys on the show. See what they're doing. That's awesome.
I was surprised when I got in there. I'm like, whoa, the fuck! I never seen this before.
Yeah, I just went there too.
Yeah, that's so like Montgomery Club. I want. Do you think they're going to continue it after this year? Everybody was talking about like it was going to die, right?
Everyone's saying no, but I don't know. I don't know why they would. They haven't cut out all the distribution, so why would they? Why would they just stop a free money thing? Like that's free money. How many memberships you think they give out?
I don't know.
And how much are they? That's got to be a shit ton of. That's got to be millions of dollars.
Yeah.
In one day. Like, here's the sign up day. Oh, we just made $10 million or whatever it is. Like, how do you say no to that?
I wonder if they did continue it, what they're going to do for the pricing. If they're going to keep raising the pricing.
Of course.
Oh, you'd pay it. I'd pay it. Wait, they dropped a Garbage Pail Kids Sapphire box today.
Yeah.
And it was $129, $124.95 or some shit.
$129, yeah.
Yeah, so I bought the box and plus shipping, and it ended up being $150. I sold it on eBay for $350.
Ooh, nice.
Like pretty quick, and it seems like that's where it's resting now, is between $320 and $350. Nice. But there's been a lot of stuff. Brad and I signed up when they first started it, and like those first couple of years, it was pretty fucking stupid. The extra money you'd make, and then like the Formula shit, I didn't fucking know. I fucked up on the Formula One box. Do you still have your Formula One box, Brad?
I do.
Yeah. So Formula One box comes out. It was $150 or $100.
Pav. I found the General Conformity Certificate. This looks like awfully professional.
Through that fucking file system?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, dude.
I'm in though. I'm like McLovin in this bitch right now. I'm in.
Yeah,
baby.
look, they got WWE on there.
Oh yeah.
Look at all this shit. How
Oh, yeah.
weird.
Oh, that must mean it's all equal. What else?
So
What
like,
What else can we find?
we bought the Formula One for. I'm pretty sure it was $100, but it wasn't any more than 150. I sold it immediately for $750.
Oh yeah.
And then, but now, like, are they still about 3,000?
I have no idea.
I bought
I bought the new one, and that one is probably worth less than what I paid for it now. I bet that was like $600. The one that came out this year that
Yeah,
they
I
only
purchased
sold
pretty
overseas, and they fucked up that release bad. I got lucky. Like I never actually got a confirmation that my order went through when I tried buying it. I was sitting in a restaurant having lunch with my wife and one of my kids, and it like kicked me out of my PayPal payment. So then somebody said use a card and not your PayPal, and I used a card instead of PayPal, and it just spun forever. So I just shut it and turned my phone off, ate my pizza, and then like 45 minutes later, I got an email like from Topps saying that I had actually placed an order for the 22 Sapphire, whatever it is.
21.
Yeah, what is it? Sorry, light's coming on.
It's got. That's like the Garbage Pail Kids
Yeah.
that we just bought. It's 2021 is the date on it. It's fucking September.
I was trying to figure out. I think I talked to him last time about getting the membership, and I got into like the first thing, but it fills like really quick, and it's only one day a year. I think is when they do it.
Right.
So if I already can't do things fast enough.
Yeah, I still have my Sapphire Soccer, the UEFA.
Oh shit.
That's
good.
Yeah, this is the 2020 Sapphire Formula 1.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Then, here's
that's
the
a $3,000 bill, folks.
Here's the one here's the one from this year, the 21 Sapphire. This one,
Yeah.
they like sold overseas first. The Montgomery Club people were mad because I think it specifically said they get first access to all Sapphire products or something like that. I don't know what the verbiage was, but there was something in there that basically said what they have access to, or like what you're entitled to have access to. But I mean, I don't think anyone's entitled to anything anymore. Like, hey, here it is, buy it, or someone else will.
I'm gonna figure out when the next time they open that up is. I gotta get
December. It's usually in December. Yeah. Yeah, usually in December. So we'll see. But like they do, that's like they had the first. They give you a set, a Topps complete set, and they're stamped Montgomery Club.
Yeah.
And like that first fucking year is 2018. So like we got so much fucking badass shit. A bunch of Acuna and Soto rookies, and it was really worth it.
You want to see a badass box?
Oh boy.
Go ahead, talk for a minute. Go ahead.
But I
want to see what it's even worth. Go ahead.
That first year of stuff was really good, but it's been good every year since, But yeah, it is a bummer when they release stuff that we don't get first access to, because that first, like I said, the Garbage Pail Kids shit, which I saw Garbage Pail Kids top chrome at the store, and I mean it's not worth anything really. And I'm a big flipper. Brad knows I love flipping everything. So like Dude, I'm sorry. I got thrown off. What the fuck is this comment? Look at this comment.
I saw it, dude. I'm not even reading the comment. So sorry for everyone listening tomorrow.
Oh my god.
We got a very strange comment. Question.
It's the fucking guy from The Simpsons. What the hell?
It's on YouTube?
Excellent.
Yeah, but you can see it on the right side of the screen in the StreamYard.
It's calling me
okay.
Mr. Burns, dude. You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's it's on fucking YouTube. I don't know. It's just a really weird comment.
All right. So anyway, you guys gotta check this box out. Keith's gonna like this box. So I have the box. I want you to tell me if you actually know anything about this box.
Oh. So
20
that's 2013. Is that like? No, that's further back. That's not the first year with the Mr. Dagestan in it, is it?
No.
Your favorite?
No. He would be more recent than this. No, Ronda Rousey.
Oh.
So I bought this from I bought this from Steel City. I cleaned out Steel City's MMA collection during the pandemic. I bought everything they had. I called up my rep. I said, I want every single UFC thing you have. And they sold me everything. This was a part of it. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want this? I'm like, yeah. And I forget what I paid for it, but now it's an investment piece. I didn't even know that that's what it was when I bought it. I literally called him up. He sent me a list of everything they had. It wasn't a lot, and I said, yeah, I want it all. Give me it. And now I have this box. Now, what did this...
What the fuck, dude? It's going deeper now. I don't know.
I love this guy. Welcome to the underground runaround. He fits right in.
Apparently, we needed some military specialist on our show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your service. I'm all about it. That's my only comment on that. That's it. Lights going off now. It's nighttime. So show you the UFC box, Keith. Sorry, man. We got the UFC talking last week in your absence, Pav. Fucking Jose Aldo retired.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a baby, a second kid, I think. So, congratulations to Mr. Aldo. I'm just gonna say this right now, so it's on record somewhere. I've seen a lot on the internet. I would 1,000 million trillion % put Jose Aldo above Khabib. In any sort of greatest ever conversation, Mount Rushmore topic, without a shadow of a doubt. Because Khabib's whole thing after he won his last fight, he's like, you must say I'm the best pound for pound. No, you don't even fucking make weight, dude. I'm good. I'm over it. So Jose Aldo literally fought the best of the best for longer than Khabib was even in the UFC. And I mean, he fought absolute cans until that point. So
yeah, I think he didn't fight enough to get that. He did.
Right, he did.
I love Khabib, but he didn't. He
wasn't active. What do you fight like once a year on his best day?
Oh, sounds like Colby Covington, huh?
Hey, you take care too, brother. You take care too, Mr. Smithers. Thanks for stopping in. You're welcome anytime. Yeah, I don't know. See, the thing is, I heard like people really hate Colby. Really hate, like, Colby like hides from every other fighter. Like, I don't know if this is true or not.
I don't think that's true.
I heard they sneak him in and out of the fucking Performance Institute, all of that shit. Like, yeah, you really, I don't know. That, I mean, your actions have consequences. I love the guy as a fighter, and I love what he did to save his job, but he doubled down on it, and he doubled down on the whole Trump thing, and you see what all the Trump and the media shit. And we're not talking news, so we're not even going there. But you see how that side of things is playing out, and he's just been quiet. And then the other thing I think on top of it, I really think for better or for worse, he's just gonna hold out for a title shot, or like his next fight guarantees that after he wins that fight, he's gonna get a title shot. Like, I think he's a title fighter. Like, he's that quality of talent. Like, he's not fighting Marvin Vettori. Sorry.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not seeing that. Even though, I'm sorry, that's the wrong fucking weight class anyway.
Yeah, Vettori's up.
Right, but yeah, you're not going to see that fight.
No.
You're not going to see him fight anyone that's not fucking Leon Edwards or Usman right now. He's not fighting Masvidal. Like, it's not like that. and then who knows what's going on with all that legal shit too. So
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
said I things that I saw were that he was more hurt than people thought he was, and he's just like making sure everything's good to go before he even steps back in. So Dana said he had something before the end of the year.
Who's
but
that?
Colby.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said he had something or he was going to have something lined up for him in the near future. So, but I mean, obviously don't rush back, but he has to go. Like Gilbert can't fight another 2 fights before him and Colby or
Right.
whoever it is. You know what I mean? But it's got to be a. How did we get to Colby? We're talking about a top 5 greatest guy of all time, probably top 3.
I know, and you brought up Colby, and he's an interesting guy because he's not the world's most. He fights like once a year, because we brought the once a year comment up, and I think it's unfortunate, but it is true.
Do you remember though, Jose, when he would get in, there was very few guys. It was Aldo, where it was almost a guarantee, Silva, almost a guarantee, and GSP. Those 3 were pretty much it was pretty much guaranteed. And
Yeah,
I didn't feel that way about anyone now.
But you
I
have
don't.
to go back farther than that though, because Jose Aldo was just the fucking man in the WEC. You had that the Versus channel. So and this isn't even this is crazy. Like, this isn't even that long ago. The UFC didn't have a females weight. There was no female MMA at all, and there was no below 155. There was nothing below lightweight. It was all the WEC. The WEC had lightweights too. They had 155. So the UFC and the WEC both had 155. But the WC was the smaller weight classes, the 55s, the 45s, the 35s. And then they eventually merged. You know, the UFC bought them or whatever. And now you have it all. But, like, all those, like, you think about that. Jose Aldo just retired. And like I said, I think he is one of the greatest of all time. I don't, I'm not saying he's the greatest, but one of the greatest of all time. And that man did not lose a fight that I saw until Conor McGregor put him out.
Yeah.
And I mean, put him out. Like, out. Nobody ever put him out before.
13 seconds.
Yeah. One punch. One piston left. Bam. Good night. Thanks for playing. And that was the fight that really, really put McGregor on the map, too.
Yeah.
But if you think about that, like, holy shit, how good was Jose Aldo?
Insane.
Jeez, guy was
the only guys he's lost to up until this last fight were like legitimate top 3 or really good fighters. Like he lost to Max twice.
Yeah, and he lost to Merab, and he didn't look like he looked distracted against Merab last fight out, and it wasn't a bad loss. Like, it wasn't a beatdown. You know what I mean? Piotr finished him in the 5th round for the title, but the fight before that with Marlon Moraes, he lost a split decision. I don't think he lost that fight. And Volkanovski beat him in a decision, but yeah, it's not like Volkanovski might be the fucking best when it's all said and done. Because you felt that way about Holloway. Look what he's done to Holloway. Now you got This fucking dude is Volkanovski's just insane. Volkanovski's better than Khabib. Just looking at who he's beat. Holloway, Jung, Ortega, Holloway, Aldo, Mendez. That's just, I mean, he's gonna be better than Khabib. And the Ortega fight, he was out. Like, Ortega had him in that guillotine. That's one of my favorite MMA photos of all time. Yeah. How he gets out of that, I'll never know.
Me and my brother put a couple bucks on a 3rd round submission by Ortega because it was playing like plus 15 G's or something. I was like, hey, if he's gonna do it,
the only way he wins, right?
Yeah. And we're sitting there, we're like, oh my God, I'm jumping up and down. Thanks for letting me down there, T-City.
Oh, man. But anyway, fantastic career for Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys that was so good you didn't want to be a fan of him. It's like, this guy's never going to lose. Like,
legit,
RoboCop. And the end of his career was not, like, you don't even think he fell off. Like, yeah, he lost some fights.
But then he came back.
Like, he didn't, he never looked like he was outclassed. He never looked like he didn't belong, and he never looked like he slowed down so much he shouldn't be in there.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, he's 36.
I was gonna say I know he's still young.
But he's been doing it forever, you know.
Yeah.
That's an old 36, I guess, to say if you were gonna put it that way. He's been a pro since 2004, so yeah, since he was 22, he's been a professional. But yeah, that's all I got for MMA though. There's nothing this week, and then I think the next card's pretty mediocre until the next pay-per-view.
80 wins 80. 80's coming up soon.
It's like 3 or 4 weeks. It's a little whiles away because there's nothing this week, and then there's another like fight night afterwards. It's a slow time. Pav. Pujols. Talk.
Oh, he's gonna hit 700 under suspicious circumstances. But okay, so Keith, did you see? My brother actually made a post about it, and Shea Hillenbrand. Do you remember him?
Yep. Yeah.
He commented on my brother's post about it being fishy.
In favor?
Yeah. So let me
not opposed.
Let me pull it up because it's on Brad's page. My brother Brad's page. Let's see.
Yeah, I have no idea. Pav, you're gonna dig for a while to find that.
No way, really?
Yeah, I post every single thing I post to my own page.
Bam! I found that shit fucking quick, dude.
That means business is slow. Buy a spot. Undergroundcasebreaks.com. Let's go.
That's because I don't have any friends on Facebook. So my brother said, "Can you imagine?" So this was a comment on, I think it was an MLB post, and he commented, "Can you imagine being a major league hitter facing major league pitching, and they throw you an 85 to 90 mile an hour ball, waist high with no movement?" And Shea Hillenbrand said, "Makes you wonder."
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny. That's the attitude of former major leaguers.
So there's the counter argument to that is they said like 5 of the last 6 home runs have either been the tie or take the lead.
Yeah,
so they're trying to say that since they're, I don't know, that's the counter argument to any suspicions. But I'm with that. It's woo, you know what I mean? Woo. What do you say?
There's no way. It's not possible. Not possible. 2012 last time he had because Fab was talking about his exit velo and stuff like that, and all this. Last time he did anything like that was in 12. 10 years ago. 10.
It's been forever.
Come on.
Yeah, I understand the data. Let's put it that way. That's where I'm at on the subject. I understand all the data in front of my face. I get it.
Yeah. How funny.
Makes me upset.
I mean, he has 19 home runs and 273 at bats.
Oh man.
His OPS is 847. Still, even after he's cooled off. He hasn't been this guy in that long. And people say, well, is it because his body's refreshed? I don't even fucking understand what that means.
I don't think there's any way he plays again next year.
Body refreshed.
Well, that's what people are like. He's happy. He's in St. Louis. Like, really, that's
my goodness.
Like that's the thing you hear to say to like justify what he's doing. Like that. Okay, sure, yeah, maybe he is happy to be home in St. Louis, but that doesn't justify production you haven't done in 10 years. And like you don't get better as you get older. Father Time is undefeated. Like that's
legit. Yeah, I mean.
Oh my god!
Unless you're Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas.
I mean, in the last 7 games, he's 2 for 17. He's hitting 118. And
that's more like it.
His last 15 games, he's hitting 190 with 4 home runs though. Still.
Yeah.
So 4 of his 8 hits in the last 15 games have been home runs. 8 of his last 21 hits have been home runs. So, I don't know. We're down to what, 2 weeks left now?
Yeah, I got to get those home run challenge cards in.
15 games.
Yeah, something like that.
He has to hit 2 home runs in the next 15 games. I think he'll do it.
Based off his stats,
the last fucking day of the season.
He's hit 4 home runs in his last 15.
Yeah,
and that's hitting 190. So yeah, I mean, but that's 15 games he played. I don't know if he's gonna play. He's not gonna play all 15 of their remaining games.
I think once they clinch, they'll leave him in every game, right?
Sure. I mean, they have the division locked up. They're 8.5 up on Milwaukee. Yeah. It's that's just a waiting game there.
You would think that they'd eventually leave him in. Just let him fucking. I guess as much as he wants to play, right?
Right. I mean, he's gonna want to play till he hits 7. Till someone throws him the ball right down the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. No idea. I don't know. I was just curious what you thought, Pav. Because he's cooled off. He's come back to normal, but he's still the power's still there, and the power shouldn't be there either. The power hasn't been there.
Well, you saw that last home run was on 80 something right down the middle.
85 right down the middle.
I guess that those last couple of weeks he hasn't been catching up to the 94 that he was earlier in the season. So now they're like, okay, dude, you gotta who's gonna be the guy? I suppose maybe they ask everybody, and one in every 8 pitchers is like, yeah, I'll fucking give him a good one down the middle. I don't know. It's pretty fucking stupid. What about Aaron Judge?
He's incredible.
and you see, they're pushing it now. They're pushing the AL home run record, right?
And the
AL home run record.
That and a triple crown, but he's 0 for 3 tonight. He was like fractionally off the batting average.
I think he's 6th now.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 with a walk tonight.
Yeah.
Pirates are beating the Yankees 8-4.
Yeah, and Harrison Bader is playing today. 3 RBIs.
Nice.
So that'll be good for them. Harrison Bader's a good fucking baseball player.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with him.
That was a good deal for both of those teams, kind of thing.
I don't think it's good for the Yankees at all. You can't give up that. The Yankees pitching is atrocious. To give up your one decent lefty guy, I don't know. Bader's great. Bader's a good ball player, but every year I count him out because what are you going to rely on? Garrett Cole and Luis Severino, who can't stay on the field. It's come on. Now you got Nestor, and he's okay.
Yeah, he's had a really good year out of nowhere, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worrisome going into the playoffs, obviously, right? You never know how any of those guys will react to the fucking big time when it's time to show up.
Yeah, exactly. That's I always call the playoffs the proving grounds. Logan Webb proved himself as a bona fide starter last year because he had a great great regular season, and it was, hey, do it again. He did it again. Then he did it in the playoffs, and he's had a good year this year. That's going to be the thing for Spencer Strider. Spencer Strider, I think, has already passed that test, but he's got to go do it again in the postseason. I mean, the guy's insane. He's going to win the National League Rookie of the Year. No questions asked.
Kind of a bummer for the Braves, though. They lost Ozzy Albies again.
Again, yeah.
Came back, played a game and a half.
They might
broke a finger.
He's not done for the year, but it's just hard to get that timing in October if you haven't played, So, even if they bring him back in October, is he going to be better option than the guy that's been playing every day?
Probably. He came back for obviously fucking tiny sample size, right? But he came back. He was 2 for 5 with a couple runs scored and a few RBIs.
That is a tiny sample size.
Yeah, but the fact that he came back and actually got hits, I don't know. He's still probably your best option when he's on the team.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not disagreeing. It's just he just hasn't got to play.
Because who else do they have? Arcia.
Yeah, forget who was playing second for them.
Playing second. I think it's fucking Arcia and somebody else, but they're platooning second base, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you. No idea. I have no clue.
I was pissed. Strider's supposed to miss like an extra 3 days or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's no use to ride him.
Well, he was lined up to face DeGrom in the last 3 games of the series of the year.
Oh. I'm out of the fantasy playoffs anyway, so it's all good.
The Guardians are playing the White Sox right now. The White Sox are 4 games out,
Something
and Cease is pitching versus Savale. It's 1-0. The Guardians are winning.
Hey, dude, McKenzie pitches tomorrow. You want to go to the game, Pav?
Fuck, dude.
Oh, I got fucking softball tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta.
And it's we're undefeated. Not that it matters, but we are undefeated.
It's good while it lasts, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we win our games tomorrow, and then we're undefeated for the whole thing. Just have to win the tournament. You can't lose the tournament after that. You lose the tournament, then it's no good.
Right. It's all for naught.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking Tristan McKenzie's pitching tomorrow for the Cleveland. I'd go check that out. And I still have a favor in the White Sox ticket department, I believe.
Is that ballpark a dump?
Yeah.
South side.
Yeah, there's nothing special about it. They don't draw. Even when they're winning, they don't draw. It's just... I mean, it's a big league stadium.
Yeah.
But it's not anything spectacular. At all.
I'm hoping one of them's in town next year during the National. I'd like to go to a game.
Yeah, there'll be somebody in town.
Yeah.
It usually is. I think the Red Sox were in town last year for the Cubs. That was cool. During the National. What else do we got? You guys got anything else? I really don't have a whole lot.
No. It's been pretty quiet. I mean, the NFL
it's been quiet. Yeah, we had football. Football was good. I watched the NFL Red Zone for like 5 hours without moving. That was weird. I forgot they had no commercials. It's like the big inning. Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's great.
Non-stop action. Yeah. So like I only care to watch my team. You know, I only care to watch the Packers. So if the Packers game's not on, then yeah, I don't care. Just fucking show me the plays then. Show me the plays. So yeah, Pav, dude, you got anything else, man?
Fucking Matt Mervis just keeps getting it done.
Oh, we know. I want to get Matt Mervis on the show.
Don't you wish?
Mash Mervis, baby. We got to get him.
He has a good shot at minor league player of the year.
They gave Pete Crow Armstrong the organizational player of the year.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I said I disagree with that. That's a great disagreement to have, though.
Fuck. You got to figure because of his stolen bases, maybe, and his defense.
His range, yeah, but Mervis should legitimately be like the minor league player of the year.
He's tied for lead in home runs.
Like everything.
Right at the top.
Is he still over 300? We talk about Matt Mervis every week on the podcast.
Yeah, he's over 300.
He keeps hitting. See, he never stops hitting. Every fucking week, this guy just keeps hitting. Hitting. His name's Matt Mervis, ladies and gentlemen. Get the fucking know it. Holy cow. Yeah, we're doing it. He's doing it up.
I went on eBay just because you all talk about him so much, and I'm like, all right, what Matt Mervis cards are there? And there's only the Contenders auto. And that's it.
There's nothing yet.
Yeah, just the Contenders. Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll be in a Bowman product.
Pro debut? Will he be in pro debut?
I don't know.
He could be.
How could he not?
But that's not
That'll
be one of those ones that'll be a sneaky. It'll be like the Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
When Pete Alonso was coming up, like I was buying fucking Pete Alonso autos for nothing, $5 to $10, because people do, and he did the same thing. He led the minor leagues in home runs, right? The year before he came up, and like people ignored it. I don't know. It's because they get these guys that the media pushes, right? It's funny how
we interrupt Pav's rant here to give you
Judge.
breaking news. Aaron Judge has just hit number 60.
oh
All
shit,
rise, everybody.
oh shit.
That's all the Yankee
That was in
talk
the
I-
ninth inning too.
Yeah.
His last at bat.
Yep. Yeah, he was 0 for 3 with a walk.
Yeah,
And he hit a solo shot. So they're
Wow.
still losing. It's the Pirates.
what
But
a
you
good fucking year for him, dude.
Yeah, you can all be seated now. But that helps him in the batting average. It keeps him on 250 for today, so his average doesn't dip as badly as it could have if he would have went 0 for 4. But yeah, Judge homered. Sorry, you can go back to whatever you were ranting about, Pav. That was just breaking news.
It's just, yeah.
I get it, dude. I get it.
People, it's like, are people still talking about Wander Franco, or is that just that's just falling off the face?
He still
of the earth
sells,
kind of
but
thing?
he I don't think he can. Like, his hype has allowed him to not fall off the face of the earth. But
Yeah.
eventually it's going to happen. I mean, he doesn't have
the pop,
the
right?
tools that sell baseball cards, right?
Right.
I'm not saying he's bad. He just doesn't do.
We tried to prep everybody for that. That's one thing that like we were preaching
When that
before
shit,
he came up and said he didn't have the power
I sold
that people are going to be looking for.
I sold on him the spring training before he got called up. Yeah. I was out.
Yeah.
Before it even happened. Before it happened last year. Gone.
Big time Brett.
In and
Pulled
out.
that fucking card. It's like, sell that motherfucker as fast as you can, dude.
Yeah. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's been a funny year. I think the playoffs are going to be. I think we'll actually have pretty good playoffs. I don't know how many people will watch them, but I think the teams that are going have been the winners all fucking season, right? They've been the teams that we've known.
Sure.
And they all did a pretty decent job at the trade deadline of trying to improve. So it'll be I think we'll get some good series out of it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I think there will be a couple series where one team might roll over another team pretty easy. But then I think when you get into
Get me through the wild
conference
card,
finals
right?
and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get me through the wild card, and let's watch fucking playoff baseball.
Yeah.
I don't want 27 playoff teams. You know what I mean? I mean the players don't want it either, and the players are the
NBA.
ones that like nobody wants when more than half of the teams in your league make the playoffs. What does that say for your regular season? It's terrible.
Yeah. Teams under 500 making the playoffs.
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, you just get fed to the slaughter. All that is more revenue for the owners. That's all that is. There's no integrity there. Like, no 8 seed ever wins. It's not like it's a Cinderella story. Like, it's the fucking NBA. There's no Cinderellas. This is the fucking best motherfuckers on earth. So if you guys played 81 motherfucking games, and this is the number 1 seed, and this is the number 8 seed that's 17 games under 500, they're not beating the best team in basketball. It's not. It doesn't happen. Like, they don't need to make the fucking playoffs. Get them out of there. We don't need that. It's a waste of everyone's time.
Is March Madness the best playoffs?
No.
No.
I mean, it's good for the first weekend. After the first weekend, I don't give a fuck.
Once your bracket's busted, fuck this shit.
Just, it's not madness after that. Okay, so like, yeah, you can have upsets, but the madness to me is the 18 fucking games going on at once. Like, like, well, what the fuck do you do? And then you get all the upsets because it's just a volume thing, because there's so much going on. Once you get to the second weekend, it's only like one game,
And it's one and done.
one game, and it's one and done. Sure, absolutely. But you need the one and dones to make some of those upsets happen because
Oh, definitely.
no 16's beating a
Definitely.
1 in a best of
No.
anything other than one lucky opportunity. So, I mean, it's a great tournament though. Like college football's going to 12. I still want to see 16, but whatever. I can't wait for that. I think that's going to be great though. A legitimate tournament
They
in
have
football.
to, yeah.
We've been
Yeah.
asking for that our entire lives. Once people finally had enough of it's the number 1 versus the number 2 team according to the coaches, and then the fucking BCS shit showed up and everybody hated the BCS system, and then they came out with the playoffs, and then the playoffs is literally the fucking SEC versus whoever, and now with 12 teams you can have the potential for an upset. So
People get upset about it, but to be honest, I think college football, they do a pretty good job of picking the top 2 teams. I really, what is it? It's fucking Georgia and Alabama, right?
pretty much.
Sometimes Ohio State.
Well, I mean, they only have to pick the 4, but that's the problem. Is even with the playoffs is you pick the third and fourth teams are so debatable by the end of the season.
Right, and everybody feels like they get snubbed, and then one of those number 4 teams gets fucking blown out.
Yep.
And everybody's like, "See, I told you they shouldn't have been there." It's like your team would have got fucking blown out too, dude.
Right. Right. So now
Sorry, you're not beating Alabama this year, motherfucker.
It's just better to dismiss any type of snub when it's the 13th team rather than the who's the 4th best team. So that'll help. Nobody can really bitch like, okay, you need to be a top 10 team, and then you're guaranteed to be. You have a chance to win it. I think it's perfect. If you're a top 10 team, you get the opportunity to play for a national championship. Period.
Yeah.
There's no I got fucked. There's no politics out of that. A small school or two will get in if they're undefeated. They'll get the opportunity. They're going to lose by 50 points. But they can't say that they didn't have the chance. It's actually going to make it harder for any smaller schools to win a championship, I think. Because now you're going to have 3 rounds of you got to win 3 games. Or whatever it's going to be. You don't just got to have one good week against a major team. You got to have 3 good against major. That's hard. That's going to be real hard. We'll see. What can it happen? We're going to find out. I can't wait. The playoffs should have never been 4 teams to begin with. It's so silly.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh,
the Yankees just won that game.
No, they didn't.
Fucking Stanton just walked off a grand slam.
No way.
I swear. On an 0-2 count, dude.
Unbelievable.
Holy fuck.
That's true. They're at home too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's
that
a final.
place is going insane right now.
The Yankees just came back down 4 in the 9th with a Stanton grand slam. Aaron Judge solo shot and a Stanton grand slam.
Lindor just hit a grand slam too. So they felt like he hit one to put us up.
New York is just bumping right now.
Fucking.
Yep, with the bat flip and everything.
Oh, you're seeing the video already?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
It's not streaming in good quality for me. Oh, probably because we're streaming. I'm uploading the show right now. That's why. I can't share the screen or we'll get copyright.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Big bat flip. Knew right away.
You can show it later. They have weird shit. I mean, you can comment on stuff.
It's a typical Giancarlo Stanton home run, an absolute fucking laser beam missile rocket.
Yeah, really.
To left field. Every one of them. Stanton's home run is different than everyone else's. He hits the ball 25 feet in the air that goes 600 feet. How do you do that?
Yeah, he's like the Glenn Allen Hill.
Yeah.
Of the fucking Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, go up there and hit one out. We don't care if you strike out. Just fucking hit one out, dude.
He's so strong.
Yeah.
He's so strong. Anyway, I'm about over it, gentlemen. I think this is another good episode of the Underground Runaround. We had a little guest. I have a UFC fighter I told you guys about. So hopefully we can make that happen here soon. He's got a fight coming up in a few months. And maybe a pitcher from the Red Sox once the season ends. I actually spoke with Matt Strahm a little bit this week just to check in, basically, see if we were still on. And He said, yeah. So we should have Matt Strom on the pod in the, I don't know, a few weeks. I'm not going to bother him. When we talked about it, he said whenever was cool in the evening times. So he seems like a family dude. So that's cool because we're all family people too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we got some exciting stuff coming ahead, and you know, who knows what happens after that. So we'll be able to talk sports with some of the people that are the best at what they do in their respective sports, and it should be fun. So thanks everybody for checking it out this evening. Everybody who listens and then in the following days, weeks, whenever you hear it, thanks for listening. Thanks for checking it out. Go check out Pete at Bargain Box Breaks. Keith, you want to plug anything? You got anything you want to talk about? Nope.
No,
Pav,
man. I'm
anybody
good to go.
need easy tankless water heaters for all your hot water needs? Easy Tankless has you covered. And if you need customer service, you will get a line probably directly to Pav Daddy. So if you just want to talk to Pav Daddy, hit up the Easy Tankless customer service line. And that's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And, you know, talk to him Eastern time. Thanks a bunch, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.